Yeah.
Yeah, maybe these couches were. I wonder what they say if I just came down here and just laid down and just leave.
You could. This furniture reminds me of like something from the 80s.
Yeah.
The coffee table.
Like something you buy at Kmart was that special.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's a new meaning to couch crypt.
Okay. This place is amazing, dude. I mean, we can just be here all day. Easily.
Wow. Oh.
Is it some
Looks like some pieces of the ceiling or something.
probably coming down?
Yeah. God, look how these are 40s, 20s, 1923. That probably was one of the first ones put in here.
Probably.
Ruth Taylor. I wonder if there's any celebrities or anybody buried here. Probably is. What did they get yet?
And do we get a phone signal in here? Do you even look? I mean, I'm not even sure. I didn't even look up any kind of notables. Like,
I didn't either. Yeah, I get okay phone signal here. Beautiful lighting, the light bricks. These are the exact ones that were in that columbarium that I showed you guys at the LA National Cemetery.
oh yeah.
In fact, might be it.
Maria de Souza, 1875 to 1941. Wow. Alfredo, 1859 to 1924. So they're probably husband and wife next to each other here. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's another, yeah, definitely that's the landscaping area. They have all their stuff out there.
Big update about news story. They are now predicts localized but minimal damage.
Oh, on the
So
tsunami.
it's not going to be, it was a 7.0. It happened literally about a few seconds after we got here.
Yeah.
It was felt as far south as San Francisco. But yeah, it's nothing.
No tsunami problems. Good.
Anyways,
I mean, like we're in a good area. We're up on a hill, so I mean,
but that happened. That was
yeah.
a little worrisome. Oh my God, what is this?
Well, yeah, it's an emergency broadcast thing coming on. It's like, wait a minute, you know.
That's crazy.
Dolph Murnick,
That's a name I don't see anymore.
1883 to 1975.
Wow, look at these eucalyptus trees right here.
Yeah, they got a lot of trees and a lot of stuff around here. Not sure how well this through the glass, how well this is coming out, but
Is this a real tree or a fake tree?
it's got dirt.
I think it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
You know what's crazy with trees like this? This could be 80 years old, but when they stick it in the thing and keep it in here,
Yeah.
it'll just stay at that size for a long time.
They got it next to the light.
Right. Kind of like a bonsai tree. I mean, bonsai trees could be 300-400 years old, but they're this tall.
Yeah.
You can see sometimes the names next to each other are the same, probably husband and wife. Right there, I know when my grandmother died in 2011, she wanted to be buried with my grandpa, or in the ground.
Yeah.
So they actually dug him up to dig the hole deeper.
Oh wow.
Put her on top of him, yeah.
Do they allow you guys to be there when they did that, or how does that work? They ask you.
We had the option because they didn't just dig him up, they actually put him in a new coffin too.
Oh wow.
You have the option of being there. They highly recommended against it.
Of course.
They even told us the few times that families insisted on it, the families were just traumatized.
Oh yeah, because how long had he been gone at that
He'd
point?
been there since the late 70s.
Yeah.
Said he was a mummy. You wouldn't want to see anything like that.
You want the last memory to be what you saw at the funeral, not what they're,
Right.
you know.
And my poor mother is the one that found him passed away in the first place. So They'd elected not to be there,
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
which I don't blame them at all. Now, if you weren't related to somebody, it could be an interesting thing to see. Once in a while, I mean, you got to do it. I'm not saying I would personally do it or you.
Yeah.
It could be interesting, but definitely nobody I loved.
No emotional ties if,
Right.
you know, yeah, for sure.
I would never be able to do that. You saw just, everybody saw me crying about my grandparents just even on, just seeing their thing.
Yeah, it's not, I don't blame you guys.
But yeah, but you do have the option. That chair.
Yeah.
I wonder what this is.
I don't know.
That's definitely locked, so. Actually, it is unlocked, but I'm not.
Could be a storage.
Yeah, it probably is. I was up in 2007. That's the latest down here I've seen.
Yeah.
Pretty old, too.
Wow.
Yeah, all right, you got some of these, more of these cenotaphs.
I wonder if this place does a tour.
I wonder. Oh, I was looking up.
We could ask the guy on the way out that we saw.
Right, he seems pretty interesting. He seems cool.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this got to be a community thing for urns. It's got to be. There, people are leaving flowers and there's names.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
Because the price tag on a community one, I don't remember what they were offering us, but it was significantly less than what we paid for our fathers, yes. But we didn't want to do that, you know.
He's in a glass niche.
Mhm. He's in a glass niche. Yeah.
Where did he pass away?
2021.
Okay, so the prices probably were comparable to.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
today.
We paid about, for his little glass niche, we paid about 9,000.
That's still a pretty good price for a glass niche, actually.
Yeah.
Where's he at? That looks really cool.
Let's go check out, yeah, we can check out the upper part.
Look at this. This is amazing. And then look at these plants. These are real.
Yeah?
And I know these are very slow growing plants. These could be very, very, very old.
Oh, yeah,
Really cool.
for sure.
You know what? The cleaners are downstairs now.
Yeah. Yeah, we started down there first.
Look at this carpet.
Damn.
Beautiful. It even smells clean in here. Very, very well taken care of.
Yeah.
Mausoleum.
They got the one hell of a fund to keep, keep the money going. Ooh, wow.
Wow, look at this. Those are probably going to be columbarium niches.
Of course. What else are we going to do with that? Shoot.
Look at this statue. In loving memory of Margaret Carlson. February, dedicated February 15th, 1963. And presented the Sunset Mausoleum as her husband, Harry Emanuel Carlson, and her family. Wow.
Do you think that there's ashes in this, or is it just a monument, a donation they did?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It could be in that stone underneath back there. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, look at the size of this. And this is beautiful. This is obviously the natural light.
Yeah, upstairs here. Yeah, we're upstairs. Down below was that was a different experience, different vibe.
You could say that, yeah. I would say spooky. And look, you're right about the 4 people at the bottom.
Yeah, they go under the ground, I think.
I never knew that, man. That's so interesting.
That's my guess. That's my guess because I've heard of those. They're called Westminster, I think.
Oh, hey, this is not, I don't want to say interesting, but look at these are all children, smaller crypts.
Oh wow.
They're smaller than the.
Yeah, definitely. The kids' ones are always smaller.
Right. I've seen that in other mausoleums where at the end spaces.
Jerry Lee Trombetta, 1933 to 1934. Yeah, 1 year. 1 year old.
Yeah, I've seen this in other places where they, at the end or middle spaces, there's poor little Edna Scott, 2 years old.
Yeah. Kimberly Grace Lindstrom, 1970 to 72. Yeah.
This is back to 70. This is 7.
Yeah.
That's sad. Even to this day, it's very sad. Children dying.
Yeah.
There's this weird, I've seen it. My brother someone in psychology was telling me about it. Great.
The floor
Like
buffer.
The scale of grief and age of a human, like
Yeah.
it's weird. Like the younger they are, the higher the grief level, and then it kind of does this kind of weird. Kind of like, I mean, I hate to say it, like when I talk about my grandmother who died 10 years ago, I love and miss my grandmother. But she was 83. It was her time.
Had a life.
I've never cried for her. It was just time.
Yeah.
Exactly. But my grandfather, who died at like 67, well, that was a little tragic. We cried a little bit. He could have been around a little bit longer, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But once you reach, even my grandma wouldn't have wanted us to cry. I think she was just, just done. I miss her and love her, but
Yeah, these are definitely going to be probably for urns, but I guess they got to add maybe some shelving in here.
maybe I've never seen.
Unless they're going to have some kind of sculptures in here or something. I don't know.
Maybe it'll have the full-size mummified body like a wax sculpture.
They got those kind of exhibits. There's that one in Las
I've
Vegas.
seen those. Yeah, the body worlds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or remember, I don't know, are you recording? I can't.
Yeah.
It's from a movie from the early 2000s where they are we allowed to talk about movies? Or is
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
The very first Jackass film. One of my very favorite films. Remember when Johnny Knoxville and somebody posing as his brother and that older woman posed as his grandma or his mom?
Yeah.
And they went to those taxidermy offices.
Oh,
trying to
God,
see
yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
would do.
That was horrible.
Maybe that's what this is for.
Yeah.
I'm joking. What was even more horrible is the one office was like, yeah, sure, for the right amount of money, we'll do it.
Well,
No problem. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on and on about that.
you're going to get me banned. Thanks.
We can't talk about copyright.
Yeah, dude, there's 4 people in this one. It's got to go underground.
Harry Hill, Helen Hill, Kramer.
Yeah.
Look, there's flowers on that one. Wow, Lita there lived to be 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Lismore, Albert, 1872 to 1937. Mary, 1874 to 1962. Frederick, 1896 to 1975. And Mary, 1902 to 1981. Yeah, for sure. Wilbur. We got a Wilbur here.
Wilbur. Robert and Bertha are the exact same age, and they're probably married. And if we looked it up, I guarantee you, one of them, they probably died within months of each other naturally.
Could have been at the same time.
Yeah, it very well could have been. But I just know that when people are married like that,
Yeah.
that long,
Heartbreak.
it's just, it doesn't really take very much longer.
Yeah, Robert's 1894 to 1979, and Bertha was 1894 to 1979. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess it's been reported more than once at funeral homes after funerals of husbands or wives. The husband or wife will stick around a little bit, just want to spend some time with the body. They've let them alone there for an hour or two, and walk back in there and found the other person passed away, holding their body. It's happened,
Wow.
and more than once, naturally too. And then the coroner goes, "No, they just died because they were just that connected to the other human."
Yeah.
Tons of just every name matches. Where this has got to be, but there's not a single one that don't match up. Except for, these, but they're probably the same family,
Yeah.
but different branches. But look, Craneman, Harvard, Johnson, Baker, every single one. But for him, is a single one. And who knows? Their spouse could be in there unmarked.
Yeah, but the ones that are 2s, I know for a fact they have extra deep ones
Right.
to go in end to end.
And two slide.
Yeah,
like
the,
that.
the first person goes all the way to the back, and then the second person is more to the front,
So this must have been the married couple section.
Probably.
And then look, if you
Are they
look-
called companion crypts?
There we go. Yeah, I think you're right. Companion.
Yeah.
And then this side is mostly single people, except for the bottom.
Yeah. Maybe on the way out we can find that guy that works here. We could probably ask him about these
Yeah.
bottom ones. But I'm willing to bet that could be what it is.
Right. These are fascinating. These have got to be the beginnings of them making niches in here. They got to put the shelves.
Is that lighting maybe in there? I don't know. Not on the top. I don't know. On the top.
Whatever it is, it's very modern.
Yeah, this is. I'm interested to come back see what they're gonna do with
Right.
these. Or we can ask the guy on the way out as well.
Right.
He seemed like he was nice enough. We were getting the tsunami alert on our phones together.
And he seemed pretty, a little just as confused as us. Like, hey, what is this?
Yeah.
Look at that guy, Corporal Victor Hizel, Hong Kong and Korea, 1943, 1944.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, that's Gold Star Mother. You know what?
What is that? Is that a war hero thing?
Well, that's her son. That means her son died in combat. And so it's probably him, but that's not during the Korean War.
No, 1968 was Vietnam, right?
Yeah, but so maybe it was Vietnam, but I wonder why it wouldn't say Vietnam, it would say Korea.
Well, maybe that's where they're from.
Yeah, possibly, very possibly. I'm going to look that up. Or there's...
I don't know. The last name, is that, I can't really tell,
Hizzy, yeah.
Like geographically, does that sound like something?
It's hard for me to put, I don't know, I'm pretty good at that too, and I can't tell.
Yeah.
She's a member, one of your subs that's always in the lives, the woman, I can't remember her name, Jen, she does the genealogy stuff for you.
Oh, Lisa.
Lisa, she's great. Lisa, if you're watching this, please. Oh, here's some other.
Is there another tsunami warning?
Noah has canceled it. Okay.
Okay.
It's the second time. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, maybe Lisa could find out about.
Lisa.
Sorry, I'm trying to call you out. I'm not sure if that means he's from Hong Kong, served in Hong Kong, from Korea, served in Korea, but that time period makes more sense to have been in Vietnam. But not necessarily, because some things did happen in Korea in the late 60s, where soldiers died in combat very little as compared to Vietnam. But this would be a very interesting thing to research, and what the situation was with him. And he was obviously a young man. The mother lived to be the 70s. This is probably the father, I'm assuming, look, 1905, 1984. And in fact, there seems to be, that's an emblem, because I was a veteran, I'm an Army veteran. Oh, something just fell off. That seems to be that's the division patch that he was in. And then that's just the U.S. Army Eagle. That I have no idea about.
Yeah.
So that would be fascinating to find out what the circumstances between his death was, Gold Star Mother, and if it was in Vietnam or Korea.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
No, but if anybody knows, you know.
And then a Blue Star Mother is anyone whose child is serving actively at that moment, and they put the flags up in their windows.
Yeah.
My parents did it too. The Gold Star Mothers, they're the big thing is they call it a small club that you don't want to be a member of.
Yeah.
So that means your child is dead in combat. So.
Well,
it's been a World War
thank
II
you for
thing.
filling in those blanks.
Yes, sir. I'm good for something.
You're not just weird.
Not just weird. I'm weird in all the ways that count sometimes. When it comes to this stuff. I like some of the, you got like crucifixes going on here. Some of that's another, like some of you can tell the, what is that? So that's an organization. Freemasons.
Oh, yeah.
This is another, I've seen this before, I think that's the Lions Club? No.
It's like a sword going through the...
Yeah, that's another sort of like secret organization. I've seen that before. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've even seen it in other mausoleums, and I've seen it outside of that situations too. And some people take that stuff real serious. They want it on their crypts. And see, there's a whole bunch of Freemasons.
Yeah.
Freemason. Star. Freemason. In fact, I think that star has something to do with Freemasonry. If I'm not mistaken, I've known some people who are going to do it in my life. This hallway looks interesting with the stained glass window.
Yeah.
Natural light in here, which really makes a difference, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the downstairs had a way different vibe. It was weird, you know.
I'm going to let everyone else pronounce that one because I don't want people to be upset with me. I'm sorry. The Pickles, wasn't that the family from Rugrats?
Yeah, I think so,
that
wasn't
was,
it?
They were Pickle, yeah, look. I guess that's
That was a tad bit after my time, but
Right.
you would be in that age range, yeah.
I'm 40, so that was, yeah. You're
52.
Right? Yeah, 52. So yeah, that would have been a little
Yeah.
after, but yeah, that's the Rugrats family. That's too funny. That's
Yeah, the little tiny. They were just like within a year or two old, some of these. So yeah, I'm sure it was very small casket, you know.
Yeah, look at how short that is.
Yeah.
That's 6 years old.
They might have even been put in sideways. They
Yeah.
were so small. I don't know for sure, but that could have been, you know.
Too sad. That's tragic. But look at this.
This is probably where you'd have your ceremony.
Yeah, look how big this is. This is interesting. Look at the different color, beautiful marble on these crypts here.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are probably more expensive. These look a little bit. Look, these are all from 80s, 90s. Oh wow! Look at these. Yeah, these are all up. They're right.
We found a price list. I don't know exactly where I'm going to drop it in this video or maybe just on social media or in my community timeline on YouTube, but we found a price list for these, and trust me, these are not cheap. I'll try to drop it somewhere.
I remember this one specifically. This was like $80,000 plus.
That was the one that was 80 grand, yeah.
Yeah, 80 grand for this one.
God.
And then I think if I remember right, some of them were like 26 grand. And then the farther up it went down to as low as like 10 grand.
Yeah, when we were shopping for my father's, it was like the higher you go, the cheaper it is. Heart level and above or below, the price fluctuates, you know, yeah.
So maybe now would be a good time for me to pass with all the viewers my idea for my personalized niche, if and when I decide to do it and go.
Yeah.
Should I explain right now in the video?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. So I'm not saying this one or this one specifically, but perhaps something like this with my remains, maybe a couple little things, tokens of my own life. But more importantly, the biggest important, is a metal engraved picture of me standing right here with a sign that says you were standing right here.
That would
with an
be some,
arrow.
that would be, yeah, that would be
And
some,
this
yeah.
right there? I think that would be hilarious.
You should, you know, if you ever buy a spot like that, you should take a picture of yourself there.
Okay, yeah.
And do it. But then again, if you're getting one through the military, they don't got glass ones, right? Do they?
No, they don't. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm just saying, perhaps, and I just think it would be, because tell me anyone for all of eternity won't walk by and look at that and not laugh.
Yeah.
And as they realize, oh my God, yeah,
Like
right
or
there.
have like at the shopping mall, you are here. And have like a, you.
That's good.
Because you know what?
You are here. Like right there.
You are allowed to do whatever you want when you're. Of course, if you're paying for it, you are allowed to do whatever you want.
Right.
You know.
I don't know. I think that would be funny, guys. Sorry, I had to interject with that. Let me know in the comments, please.
You got a sense of humor about it. We can't be too serious about it because you know.
Now, I would say this is interesting because this is like the most old school looking columbarium I've ever seen that's new.
Yeah.
I like how they're kind of matching it with.
Well, they're matched up to the building. You know.
Exactly, the aesthetic of everything.
For sure. Look at this, guys. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely where they would have your services, because they got a screen up there. They even got a microphone.
Check out that stained glass window way above there.
Oh yeah.
That is beautiful.
These guys are buffing the floor downstairs here, so that's why you're probably hearing all this noise. Oh, they got a piano.
This is where they do movie night.
I mean, cemeteries do.
Yeah, some of them actually really do, yeah.
But this is probably where they would probably have a video of you playing or your pictures or whatever, you know.
This is unique.
Wow, I wonder if they're redoing the wall here. I don't think this was unfinished. I think they might be redoing it or something. It came apart, maybe got water damaged.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
It's just the raw stone. Yeah.
There's no urn or anything in that niche, just that. But I know from us visiting the San Francisco columbarium that if you're alive, you can buy one of these, and as long as you own it, you can start putting stuff in it while you're alive.
What do you think? Maybe a seamstress or something? That they have there's a sewing machine. Yeah. There's a.
Those are doll fitting. I think those are dress fitting mannequins.
Do you think maybe the family divided the ashes up and what little was left, maybe?
Possibly, yeah.
Because they do that sometimes too. They'll divide up and then they'll.
I know that, like when I've seen Betty Ong's niche in Colma, the flight attendant that died in 9/11.
Yeah.
And she has a tiny little urn, but it's not just symbolic. I remember thinking, oh, it's got to be symbolic, but I discovered that no, they did identify some of her remains.
Yeah.
That thing, and that's just however was left.
That's what was left. Yeah.
Just that little tiny bit, but they did identify some of her remains. She was from the San Francisco Bay Area. She was the first flight attendant to call in and let the world know what was happening.
Yeah. Wow.
She's the only niche I've ever seen that I was just looking at niches and knew who it was.
Yeah, because you've heard the name.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my God, that's Betty Young. And then it made sense to me because I knew she was from San Francisco.
Yeah.
These plants are... They got more...
Wow, this place is just massive.
It's like an old, decrepit...
There's a flower room. Whoa, here we go, right here.
These are long. Oh, there isn't.
Yep.
I think that's the first mirror I've ever seen in a mausoleum.
Yeah, I mean, usually in the flower rooms, they don't have much. I mean...
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's black marble. Look at this big thing.
Yeah, look at this is probably where yeah.
I wonder if that can't be someone's crypt.
You know what? You never know.
No, there's no name on it. But...
I think it's just like the podium, I guess, maybe. You know? Possible. There's a podium here, so I don't know. This one right with the microphone. So I don't know.
Totally blank, pretty much.
Or
some of these up here got the lights.
Or maybe these side spots were just added on because again the stone is exposed.
You know what? Maybe you're
the
right.
Raw stone.
Maybe they extended it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they extended it just to get more space and.
Or yeah, well they have a piano.
Old school piano.
We're finding just all kinds of interesting stuff today. You're gonna play the Halloween theme?
There we go. I wish I knew how to do that.
I know, huh?
I think if I started banging on this, that'd be the quickest to get out of here.
We probably would be kicked out of here, definitely.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. This piano looks pretty old. It's pretty cool.
Yep. Wow. Very elegant.
Very 1920s. Or something that is not 1920s, as I noticed that they got eyes and skies here.
Yep.
Not all of them have it these days, but unfortunately, that's why they have to. Let's go down here and check this out.
Wow.
Loving or memory of the Taken family.
Yeah, very cool. I guess these are what donations people for their family members they put.
Probably,
Yeah. Very cool.
Look at this hallway.
Now I love that stained glass down there.
That's amazing. And this has got a different little vibe for the marble's a little different color.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's got to be. There's the 4 people, or the 3, and there's the 2.
Yeah.
He's got 2.
Like I said, it was just a stab in the dark, but I have heard of things like that, the underground on the bottom ones.
And that makes sense that it's called a Westminster, because I know the Westminster Abbey, that's where they have all the famous people buried. It's literally right where you're walking. I had a friend of mine who her family is like half British. She went over there when she was like 6. And when she was old, she didn't remember this, but her mother told her this horror story of taking her to Westminster Abbey as a 6-year-old, and then walking out and her asking, well, what does this mean underneath this? Well, there's people buried there. And she flipped out. Oh my God, there's dead people. And ran out.
Oh, wow.
Made a big old fool of her, like, oh, it was this, and it was embarrassing.
Look at this. Jeez, look at this. This is cool. I don't know. Out of all the mausoleums I've been in, this is probably one of my favorites.
I would agree. Look, there is some damage to this, but
Oh, probably.
interestingly enough, I know I'm not a jack of all trades, I promise, but when I was in high school, I took a stained glass class, and I know enough to know, especially from this time period, this is all done by hand.
Oh, it's one of a kind.
Yeah, this is very much one of a kind. You have to lay all this out and then put it together and then blend it together.
Well, Cypress Lawn, that one columbarium that you had to get the key for, that's one of the reasons why they want to know who's in there, because a lot of that stuff was one of a kind.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are. And remember, this is nothing compared to that. The whole ceiling.
Yeah, that ceiling is, but the thing is, people are always asking, well, what about when if it hails or something? Well, they've got a protective glass up over that. Right. They have like a,
And in fact, if you look close, it's the same thing right here. You see the protective glass over
this part.